right, it is March the 5th, 2025. This is 5507 MacCorkle. It's a little loud out here. Sorry, I'm going to be all weird with the camera while I close this gate. So as we go in, there's no power, so there's no light anywhere, so it might be a little dark. But I have a little issue. I got to come down here and open the storm door like this because there's no hardware on it. We have a nicely decorated door. We did put new doorknobs on it already so that we could switch those out. So somebody cut the electric, so this would be beautiful. It's all chipped up really bad. All right. So it is also decorated on the inside. So we've got missing trim. We got beautiful hardwood floors. I really love this pattern. So this is the little square over here. I really love the pattern on these floors. These will refinish very nicely. It does have 26 windows that all have to be replaced. We've got some damage under here. I think there's a couple windows where there's damage under the windows where we're gonna have to pull all that out. There's some old damage here. Not sure why there's a chandelier in the middle of the living room, but there is. So look at this. You haven't seen one of those in a while, have you? All right. This is a cute pedestal sink. We've taken this out. So we're gonna, of course, pull everything out of here and redo the whole bathroom. Got some old doors. All right, so downstairs bedroom. Not too bad in here. We got another window that's got a lot of damage under it where we're gonna have to pull all that out of there and fix all that. So I forgot to point out that there is not a shower thing in there. So there is only a tub spigot. There was no shower in there. So we're gonna fix that, of course. So we're in the dining room. We got 2 dining room chairs. Look at that. All right, so this is quality flooring. So they have laid this all here, and then the next row all here, instead of instead of, what's the damn word? I can't think of the word. You know what I mean. I can't come up with the word. You know what I'm talking about. Lay it right. We'll just say it that way. They didn't lay it right. All right. So all of the windows in the whole house are just single pane crap windows. Sorry, my keys are hanging off my belt buckle, or my belt loop, not my belt buckle. So they are gonna jingle the whole time and you're just gonna have to deal with it. Let's go upstairs before we come back to that. All right, I'm gonna give you a break. I'm gonna undo them and I'm gonna put my big thing of keys with my purse. All right. So all this railing, I love it. I love these old houses. All right, more windows up there. All right, this is an awesome closet. So plain old closet, right? No, not right. Look. Look. It goes all the way back in there. I love that. All right, we got an attic, which T-Roy, first thing he said is, hey, can we bust that out of there and put pull down steps in there? Yeah, I guess. Just for you, T-Roy. All right, so we got baseboard heaters up here. I do love this ceiling. I really love the ceiling. All these floors, they're in rough shape, but they will really turn out very nice. Very nice when they're done. All right, they started some work in here, but it's all got to be ripped right back out. So that's pretty. The tile they started putting in, but we got mold all over there, so it's all got to come back out. So everything's coming out of here. Tub, toilet, sink, everything's got to come out. That's maybe been here a minute. No door here, no door on this bedroom. These windows are so drafty that literally that is blowing around from time to time. It's a super, super bad storm today. So this has that same ceiling as over there, which I really like. Another awesome closet here. Needs a little drywall work, but But lots of room back there. They have used like a piece of metal, and it looks like it looks like a stick for a shitty broom just taped together there. So I think we might fix that. Let's see. What else was I going to tell you? I thought of something and then I forgot. I don't know. Maybe I'll think of it. Maybe I won't. All right, let's move faster so we can get to the ugly basement. And then we got to go outside. We got all kinds of places to go. Now, it's going to be dark down here. I hope this camera adjusts. I hope this camera adjusts to where we got some flash. All right. So here's what's weird. They have cut these wires, but they didn't take them. They just cut them. So we've got a very rusty box there that that's going to have to get replaced. Oh, good. We do have a light on the camera. That looked like eyeballs when I just looked down, but it's wonderful Christmas stuff. It's your typical ugly basement that's good for storing shit that's cold. So they have cut this line and cut this. So it's just too small of a unit. Charlie asked about, or I asked Charlie, sorry, about could this part be fixed and use that system, but it's just too undersized for the house, so it's got to come out. And this basement just keeps going. So here's the third room of the basement. So we actually have, well, those aren't the good cabinets in the front, but back in the back, there's some of the really nice cabinets back in there. So we may end up getting to use the cabinets that were here. I've not noticed that before. Okay, it's just nothing. I thought maybe it was a hole cut for some reason all the way through. I did not notice that before. There's an old swing. So I assume that was a garage door at one time, which has come out. So I don't know whether we're going to put that back or not. I don't know. All right, now you got to deal with me going all the way back through to get outside so we can go around the outside of the house. What do we want to talk about? Do you know any jokes? Do you want to tell me a joke? Because I don't know any jokes. I don't have any wonderful entertainment for you as I walk through the house. So you just get to see the house again, but from a different angle. All right, let's go out the front. So you already saw the front of the house. So we did find a human shit. I can tell you that. On the side of the house when we first came to look at it. T-Roy was like, is that shit right there? Yep, it sure is. Alright, so we gotta fit. So the meter is still there. That's good. The electric meter is still there. But we got some piece of siding missing. What the hell? This felt rain. I did not know it was supposed to rain today. I guess that's a little dish right there. I don't know. This line is very low. I don't know if that's cable or internet or what the hell that is, but it's very low. We got like a whole tree growing out of the gutters there, so of course the gutters are getting replaced. These windows aren't even windows. We got whole shrubs of stuff growing out of the side of the house. We got missing stone there, a dish and an antenna. So we got like all the eras of TV. Yeah, this rain is starting to come down out of nowhere. What the hell? I knew we were gonna have rain, and I knew we were gonna have wind, and we had rain this morning. I didn't know we were having rain this afternoon. So there's that window up there where the plastic was blowing. There's no glass in part of it. So yeah, this, I don't know whether we'll tidy that up into something else and put a door back, or whether we'll decide to put a garage door in. I don't know yet. I don't know, so many decisions. This is going to be a high budget house just because of it being a bigger house and needing like all the systems replaced. But it's South Charleston. This will be a great little area to be in.